What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the What's Up, Everybody podcast. I'm sitting here with my co-host, Tony Sweet T Thompson.
What's up, bruh?
What's up, huh? You all right?
Yeah, man, I missed you this weekend. I didn't see you this weekend.
I miss you too.
That's messed up, dude.
I miss you too.
Anyways, guys, if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Give us a like. Right? We're over on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts as well. So if you haven't done so already, please leave us a 5-star review.
5-star.
On Apple Podcasts. Even if you don't like it, leave us a 5-star review.
Even if you don't like it.
Yep.
No, they should. You better. You better like it.
Yeah.
You're going to listen to it and you're going to like it.
Absolutely, man.
We're only putting out
asked.
Quality material.
Yeah, 100%.
All the time.
Yeah, we're like catching Joe Rogan.
By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but we have our own merch, by the way. Upstate Karate, What's Up Everybody merch. Tell them where they
Team
can find
Pitch
it.
Black, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Go to pitchblackfightshop.com. We got hoodies. We got shirts.
We got hats.
We got hats. We got shirts. We got hoodies. We got all kind of stuff.
We got hats, shirts, and hoodies.
Yes. Go check it out.
Go check it.
Check
Man.
it. Dang it. Hit the thing over here, man.
Oh, that's okay, dude.
All right.
Happens. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
This weekend, number one. Any new movies thing? I got a new movie that I watched. Colin and I watched last night.
Okay.
But did you watch anything? Did you see anything? Have you heard of anything? Are you excited about anything? Let's hear it. Regular talk.
There's a new Jason Statham movie coming out. I don't remember what it's called, but it looks really legit. Where's our Alex at, dude? We need Alex to look it up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Forgot which movie it is, but it looked really good. I'm watching, as of right now, season 2 of The Boys. I like it.
I didn't like The Boys. It was too much.
It's crazy.
It was too weird.
It's crazy. It is crazy. But I like the fact that, bad guys being bad. What would happen? The fear of a Superman, evil Superman. What do you do?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm watching season 2 of that. Trying to think of what else. Watched Accepted the other day.
That's a classic.
That's a classic. That was so good.
Love
I don't
Accepted.
Understand why that guy, the main character, doesn't do more movies.
I don't know what happened to him.
He was awesome.
You really
he was
only
hilarious.
know him from Accepted and Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. That's it. No, he also played in Dodgeball.
And he played in Waiting. With
Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Waiting. Oh, that's right.
I think
He was
it's called
good.
Waiting.
I'm like, dude, I laughed my behind off at that, dude. I love
Funny,
that guy.
quirky guy.
Yeah. But I watched that, but nothing that's really caught my eye. Go for it. What about you?
We watched, and I didn't even know it was out yet. I remember seeing previews on it, but I didn't even know. We watched Nobody.
Oh, man, you saw that already?
Yeah.
Dang
dude.
it, man. I didn't know it was out. Well, I know what I'm watching tonight.
Yeah.
It
was.
Do you like it?
It was different than what I expected. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Was he
but
just
it
kicking
wasn't.
ass?
I'm not gonna say much. I'm not gonna say
dang
much.
it.
I don't want
Okay.
it to give it away. I want you to experience it firsthand.
I think okay. From what I gathered, and just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. He worked for some bad people back in the day. Boop. Military. Boop. What? He didn't work for like mafia or anything. Boop. What? Dude, why is he such a badass then?
You have to watch the movie. And
Dang
find out.
it, man. But I like him in that movie.
It was good.
The preparation that he went through to actually make that movie was legit.
Yeah.
He really, worked out. Did some like MMA classes and stuff too.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of him, obviously from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Really cool.
Yeah.
Enjoy that guy.
I want to see that movie.
It was good. We enjoyed it.
Okay. Thanks for the invite, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. We had a blast.
Thanks a lot, dude. You literally live right down the road from me, and you couldn't invite
I
me.
thought you were going to see Chris.
No,
I'm
not
going to
this
go
weekend.
see Chris.
Well,
I'm gonna
I
go see
changed
Chris.
it to not this coming weekend, but the next. Give him
Next
some time.
weekend you're going to be on vacation.
No, not this weekend, but next. This coming weekend, but next.
So next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend.
the 15th.
Because I wouldn't really call it vacation because I'm going out there to help corner some guys.
You can't do it next weekend either
Why?
because you have a watch along with Twitch.
On Saturday?
That is, yeah. It's May 15th. That's the Edwards Diaz card
Dagnabbit.
and the Oliveira Michael Chandler card.
Oh. Ooh. Good card. I kind of like those. I had fun doing that. I was on with Cater
Qatar.
Cater Qatar.
Calvin Cater.
Calvin Cater.
And
I was about
Jens
to say
Pulver.
Cater Qatar.
Yeah.
Calvin Cater and
Jens Pulver.
yeah, Jens Pulver. That was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, it's over on the Twitch
Go
channel.
check that out,
so
guys.
Go
check
watch
that
those
out. Yeah,
things.
come watch it.
I don't think you're like a lock for it yet.
Oh, okay.
But
That's okay.
it's pretty close.
Okay.
Pretty close. So,
worries. No worries. It'll be fun.
stay posted. You'll see him over there. He'll be doing a watch along. Basically, it's a fight companion for the UFC, but on their UFC on their Twitch channel. So they'll be doing the commentating. They have a cool setup. They have, you can see Steven's face and whoever the other guest is, and then Jens' face. I'm pretty sure he does like most of them. And they have a timer in the middle, and they have the live stats and stuff. So it's actually a pretty cool experience to go over there and watch that.
Yeah,
So
we had fun last time.
check out UFC. Was it twitch.tv/UFC for other dope content?
Woo! Shout out
stuff over
UFC.
But yeah, man. So speaking of fights, last night's fights.
Yeah.
Steven, did you not watch them?
You know me too well.
A little bit.
Okay, for all the fans out there, I do this for a living, right? I fight, so whenever I watch fights, unless it's like a Izzy Adesanya or like a Conor McGregor or just a big welterweight fight like the Usman and Masvidal fight, I won't watch it because if I feel that pressure again. Watching these guys walk out, it puts me in their shoes and I get nervous.
But you don't get some sort of relief. You're like, it's them this time. Not me.
Nope. I get nervous, dude.
You get like sometimes I'll watch stuff, or whenever I played football, I would never watch film because of the same reason.
Yeah.
I would watch film, but I never wanted to watch film because I would always get nervous. But if I watched other people playing or like NFL, I'm like, it's not me, so I can watch this.
No,
it's okay.
Not me. I always get when they're walking out there, and I'm like, I feel that anxiety for them,
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And I know that you're watching it, and you're just like a guru when it comes to you and CJ Weidman are like the MMA gurus
basically
of the sport. If you need to know anything, message Tony or Chris Weidman, but ask CJ, his son.
Yeah,
he knows everything. All the stats. But yeah, obviously I didn't watch because I knew that you did.
That's messed up, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched a little bit of it. I had a busy day yesterday. Little family day.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Put on your Sunday's best. You're going to Sears.
Yeah.
Did you go to Sears?
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
I don't know.
I feel like that's a dot. Once you're a dad,
Lowe's.
Home Depot's like the spot.
Exactly.
Home Depot or Lowe's.
I went to Home Depot in my sandals with my socks.
Wait, you wear socks?
That's other
with
dad's
your
stuff.
sandals?
That's other dad's
either
stuff.
that or what are those shoes?
Crocs.
No.
Air
New
Monarchs.
Balance. New Balance. New Balance shoes.
Are you the billionaire owner of Apple Computers?
What?
Shut up, folks.
Say it again.
Are you the billionaire owner of Apple Computers?
Oh, I already know. Wait. Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
You
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Crazy
It's
Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid
Yeah,
Love.
you
Come
don't
on,
wear New
guys.
Balance.
Get with it. Let's
Slap
go.
'em.
We got to do some more movie trivia for these
But
guys.
definitely full dad mode. I find myself turning lights off whenever I leave a room.
Save
now.
power.
Yeah, I'm like, babe, turn the lights off. We got to save energy bill. Come on now.
who
But you're not a
does
dad, so you're not.
I'm
allowed
not
to
a
do that.
dad, but it rubs off when I'm
Our
around
dad
dads
does that.
all
We'll
the
be
time.
at the freaking Eiffel Tower, and he'll be like hitting the beams. He'll be like, "This is
solid material.
this is well made."
Yeah. But
Look at these
I would have fixture. I would
nuts
the
and
light
bolts.
fixture's a little different though. He would be just.
Look at the size of that bolt. I wonder where they made that.
I wonder if Home Depot sells those.
Give me some of those bolts. Hey, babe, can we get some bolts?
Can we get some bolts?
Some of these bolts. How about it?
That's dad, dude, and it rubs off on me. It rubs
definitely
off on me.
does start to rub off. I'm not. Well, Colleen says that I'm starting to get more like dad. I take my time doing things. I'm super slow. She's just like throws it all in there. I'm taking my time, making sure it's perfect. So anyway, we're back to the fights.
Yeah, let's go back to the fights.
How did that happen?
I don't know. That's what happens.
So really two that I was focused on the most. We had some Merab,
some barn burners.
Devashali, who's a Chris Weidman teammate up there at Long O Whiteman MMA, Law MMA. He did really well. He was fighting a very tough Cody Stamman, and they were throwing hard. They were wrestling each other. And he edged it out. So Merab got the W on that.
Let's go.
One.
Law MMA.
He's a stud. His wrestling, his chin,
Isn't he Russian?
He's Georgian. He's from Georgia, the country. Of
Georgia? Oh, not like South Carolina, Georgia.
Absolutely not that Georgia. Definitely 100% not. And then you had Ion Cutelaba.
Ooh, Cutelaba.
He fought again, and when that dude is in a fight, he is in a fight, and something crazy is going to happen.
Yeah.
So he fought to a split draw.
What?
Him and his guy did.
That hadn't happened
15-minute
forever.
war. So that was crazy. And then the co-main event, you had Giga Chikadze taking on Cub Swanson.
Bro, first off, how do you get these names, Tony?
I watched
the
fights.
How can you say these dang names?
But
remember.
I just listened to the commentators.
Do you remember?
I just listened to my split self and Michael Bisping say them, and I understand.
Oh, yeah, Okay.
He teleports them into my brain.
I can see that.
He's my long-lost brother, Mikey B.
Yeah, every picture, Tony is, hey, is that Michael Bisping?
Everybody. Michael Bisping's put on some weight. Yes. I just don't have the accent.
Okay.
We were split at birth.
So
anyways,
tell us about that fight.
It was a short fight.
Oh,
Chikadze took out Cub Swanson with a nasty liver kick.
I feel like Cub Swanson's like, when's the last time
he's a veteran, man. He's been in wars his last few fights. I don't know his exact record. I'm not super versed in that area, but I know he's had some success. He's had some ups and downs kind of recently, but he took a nasty liver kick, and it took him down. It was quick in the first round.
Has been around since the WEC days.
Yeah, he's one of those veterans.
Yeah.
But there was nothing he could have done.
Yeah,
he was pressuring. He was moving hard, moving in hard, and he
just caught it.
Got caught right under the elbow. He went to block it, but it just went right under the elbow.
The thing about those, they're worse than headshots.
Liver shots,
because even if you could, I don't think if you get a good liver shot, there's no recovering. You can't hide the fact that you're hurt.
Yeah, he could not. He immediately did the tuck and roll, and the referee jumped in there. And
the noises that you make when you get those liver shots are the worst.
It is not
a
what's it called? It is not like a beautiful loss. You get knocked out, right? Like you get a liver shot. You're making noises. You're rolling around.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing. It's
not graceful.
It isn't. I've had one of those shots. I think we've talked about on this podcast, getting hit with the left hand by all.
You get his name wrong every single time, so I'm just gonna sit here and wait.
Okay, say it.
Adonis Stevenson.
That's right, and he killed me. I felt like I was dying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you, Cub. I feel your pain.
It's not a good one.
I think everybody should at least take one liver shot just to have that experience.
No.
No, I really do, because people are like, man, you just took a body shot. Like get hit. You get hit there, you're done. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
There's no recovering from that. And even if it's a little bump there, right? Let's say you get hit and you feel a little bit, it stays with you the entire fight. And the headshot, you can recover fairly well, pretty fast, but when it's to the liver, it stays with you. And I had somebody tell me recently that, who was it that told me that? When you take like a headshot, you see the power level go down, but then it comes back pretty quickly. But when you take like a body shot, that power level goes down, but it comes back so much slower. Who told me that? I forgot. Anyway,
yeah, I don't know.
If you're out there, if you're watching this,
comment down below.
And
he took a nasty one. And it wasn't really much else, that happened in the fight. Just that kick landed really, really well. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
So, congrats to Giga.
Oh, Gigabyte.
He was respectful. He's also from Georgia, the country, not the
nice.
state.
Georgia.
He's also a, what do they say? Kickboxing and karate background, I think it is.
Oh, yeah. He's the one that called out, he also called out the other karate guy, Taekwondo guy, who hit Korean Zombie with that crazy elbow.
Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, Yair. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Speaking of Yair Rodriguez, did you hear about, dude, what is his name?
See, we need an Alex.
know.
We've had a few guys.
The karate Russian guy, right? He always Zabit.
Oh, Zabit.
Talking about maybe retiring because
What?
he's not getting a fight. He ain't fought since 2019.
Why?
I don't know if people aren't fighting him. I don't know if he's not taking fights. I don't know if he just keeps getting injured. Oh, I just saw that he's considering walking away from the UFC because he hasn't fought in
And
2
then I
years.
feel like it has to be the UFC if he's blasting him out.
Well, maybe not the UFC. Maybe the fighters aren't wanting to fight him.
Well, then you should just automatically be champion then.
Yeah, you should just whoever doesn't want to fight you, you automatically take their space, their spot.
Yeah. I think that's how it should be.
But then you can't do that because you got the whole, Hamzat coming back wanting to fight against Nick Diaz, and people are shutting that down. Nick Diaz's manager was like, absolutely not. Ariel Helwani was like, I agree 110%. Mm-hmm. He does not deserve to come back and fight Nick Diaz. So there's a level, there's a pecking order for sure.
There's got to be.
But yeah, so I don't know what Zabit's gonna do.
Man, that's sad to hear.
But that would be sad if the UFC lost him because he's a really good
really
martial artist.
Really talented.
Really good martial artist.
But yeah, dude, we got some really good fights coming up though.
Yeah, but we didn't even talk about the main event yet. You have Jiri Prochazka and Dominic Reyes.
Now, we all know what great of a striker Dominic Reyes is. He's very good, very quick. He's got some power. And he's fighting on this crazy guy. Where did he come from, PFL?
No.
Where did he come from?
He might have come from one. He might have come from, I don't remember exactly where he came from. But he's fought in all kind of people. He's fought all kind of organizations.
But he's got like 40 fights or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. 40 MMA fights is ridiculous. How many do I have, Tony? You know my stats.
You... MMA wise,
yeah, just
you're
MMA.
15-4-1.
15 fights. Okay.
No, you've had 20 fights.
20. Okay, wow, 20 fights.
20 total.
20. 40. Another. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And he's only 28.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's only 28 years old because they said, he had Dominic Reyes is 31 years old.
Now, how do you think Dominic Reyes was doing in that fight in the beginning?
I think he was doing well, but it was one of those things where no matter what he hit him with, Prochazka did not stop, did not slow down, did not deter. He just stayed in his face.
Hands
his hands were down, getting hit. Also, though, Prochazka, every time Reyes threw a leg kick, Prochazka lit Reyes up with a right hand. I mean, just stung him.
That's like the go-to.
Every time.
So it's there because they have to get closer, so it's like a perfect distance.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got long arms, like Mama's got,
Prochazka. He did have a 3-inch reach advantage.
Wow. What is it? 78?
79, 78, 79.
Almost 80-inch reach? Ridiculous.
Yeah, it might have been 80. I think Reyes was 77.
Pull my, I think it stretched mine out. Like, pull it. See that? See how it stretched out?
Yeah.
No, I got a
90-inch reach.
90-inch reach. You got to do that before I fight.
But he was just as wild and as crazy and as chaotic as ever. He was. I think that's what makes him so hard to fight.
Yeah. And I told you about this earlier. The hardest guys to spar with are the guys like the newbies who just don't know any technique or any type of movement. They're just out there doing stuff. Mm-hmm. They're hard to deal with. Yeah. And when you look at him fighting, he looks like he would be a beginner, but he could knock you out. It's just very, very hard to predict.
Yep.
And I think that's what finished Reyes.
Mm-hmm.
Was that prediction.
Unpredictability.
Unpredictability.
Yep.
You sounded like somebody from The Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Agent Smith.
No. Why I gotta be the bad guy? But yeah, his unpredictability makes him tough for anybody. Made him tough for Vulcan. Made him tough for, but he's also super tough.
Yeah,
he's only lost 3 times.
He almost got knocked out his last fight and this fight. He
got wobbled, and that's what kind of set up Reyes' downfall. Was him rocking Prochazka finally.
Maybe that's his curse.
After 9.5 minutes of taking shots, he's got to
almost get knocked out before he comes out with a win. Before he comes back with a win, because it happened last time. Buck got knocked out, then he comes and knocks his dude out, and same thing this time. Buck gets knocked out, comes back and knocks his opponent out.
Hits him with it wasn't even like a beautiful spinning elbow. It was just like a
weird spin.
A weird spinning elbow with some weird delayed timing between one technique and two technique, and it caught Reyes off guard. And
I mean, I can see
put
why
him to sleep.
Reyes followed him because he whiffed the elbow and he turns away like he's going to walk away back to the center. And Reyes is like, nope, I'm coming at you. And that's when he did that spin, which is super weird.
Yep.
It was different. Yeah, like you said, the timing was really off, and that's what got you. The ones that you don't see are the ones that hurt you.
Yeah, for sure.
And so he gets the winner of
Blachowicz Teixeira.
Yeah. He gets the winner of those? So
yeah,
he's fighting for the title
for
next.
the belt next. Dana White said the
Wow.
winner of that fight was going to fight for the belt next.
Man, to be a 205er at this point. He
Yeah.
fought for the title numerous times. You know?
Yeah, just because even Reyes lost his last fight to the 205 champion. If he was going to win this fight, he'd fight for the belt again.
I know.
They got nobody in 205. I'm not even sure who the top of the 205 division is right
Me
now.
neither.
Because John Jones left. Has got
Yeah.
whoever
Well, whoever.
wins their next fight.
Wow.
is fighting for the belt.
Maybe I should put on some weight and go up to 205.
Definitely, you could do it.
Walk around about 230. I would have to be just either fat or just jacked to the gills.
You have to be fat. There's no way you get that jacked.
Yeah.
That fast.
And grow. Maybe I can get some leg extensions.
Naturally. Yeah.
Yeah, they can do that. I've
I
heard of
think so.
people doing that. Anyway, so that was a good fight, good night of fights. There.
Yeah, they
Good
were wild.
knockouts.
Lots of action.
Well,
Lots of
we got
stuff.
some good ones coming up though.
We do.
Oh, I
we do.
can't
We got May
wait.
15th. May 15th card.
Yep.
Edwards and Diaz. And Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira. Who wins that one? I don't want to get into it too much because we'll have, we'll talk about that later on the podcast at a later date in a couple of weeks. But we got that coming up. We got Adesanya versus Vettori 2 was just announced. Vettori was Adesanya's. They fought each other early in their UFC careers, and Adesanya won via split decision.
Ooh, so it was close.
So it was close. One judge gave it to Vettori.
Mm.
I know Adesanya, it's one of those things where fighters grow leaps and bounds in those 2 to 3 years where they've, fought and trained at the level that they're forced to in order to compete in the UFC level. It's crazy how it's like you spend your whole career training to get to the UFC, and then once you get to the UFC and start fighting these caliber of fighters, it's like you grow exponentially faster.
Yeah,
and
really, really fast.
what it took you to get in a lifetime grows drastically in
like
the
3 years.
2 to 3 years that
Yeah.
you're in the UFC.
Yeah.
Just because you were forced to rise to the level of everybody else who's awesome at their fighting and whatnot. So
Yeah, you posted up that video of me at 19 years old kickboxing. I would kick
Mm-hmm.
my behind. I would kick my butt back in those.
I know we need to post up more of that stuff. If you haven't checked that out yet, go look over on his Instagram. 19 years
19
old,
years old kickboxing.
Mhm.
I was amateur fighting pro rules there.
fighting pro
It was
rules.
different. I was at Tropicana.
Yep, almost
that
got
was
kidnapped.
that was a whole experience on it. Yeah, you about got kidnapped.
Dude, there was a
About
all right.
homeless
So
woman.
why we didn't fly,
Okay,
I don't know.
it was the whole promotion. It was supposed to be just a straight pro card, right? Me and Eli Thompson were amateurs. I was 19 years old, so they treated us like amateurs. Instead of, they're like, oh yeah, we'll get your flights to you. Well, we didn't get a flight. We got train tickets. A 13-hour train ride. Was it 13 hours?
It was 11 to 13 hours, yes,
Train ride to the Tropicana.
to Atlantic
And
City.
that was that whole trip was crazy, but it was fun when I look back on it. I was like,
It was a fun experience.
yeah, I had my cornerman was my dad and Scott Davis, which was just my high school buddy. Like,
Yeah.
we went to high school together. He was a good buddy.
Y'all like currently in high school, or like y'all had just graduated
Yeah,
high
we had
school.
just
You were only
graduated.
19.
And we take a 13-hour train ride all the way up there, and we spent most of our time in the back, where the kitchen is, just playing cards with Todd King Cannon.
Yeah.
That guy ended up turning out to be crazy.
Yeesh. Yeah, but I remember that. It was fun hanging out. We hung out like on the dining car.
Yeah, you were what, 13 years old maybe?
It was 2002,
I can't
so
do the
I
math.
was 11. I was 10 or 11. I don't know
11 years
when in
old.
the year the fight took place, but I was 10 or 11.
And
years
this
old.
dude falls asleep on the train, right? And then the train stops, and you thought we had left you? You were freaking out on the train?
Yeah, I fell asleep and I woke up. We had stopped because the train was making a stop somewhere to let people off or on or whatever it was. And when I woke up, nobody was around me. So I thought my family had abandoned me on the train. I'm freaking out, crying, running up and down the cars trying to find my family. And they were all just chilling in the dining hall, eating food. And nobody decided to be like, leave a note like, hey, son, we're in the dining room. Nothing. The phones weren't like crispy then. I didn't have a phone. So
we get there. We get there.
I almost got off the train. Oh, I almost because the door was open. We were staying there. I remember stepping like out of the train and looking around and seeing if y'all were like out there.
Oh my gosh! Imagine.
And then I was like, no, like just they're on here. You got to find them.
You were that
almost
close to
got off the
stepping
train.
Off. That would have been nuts. Be like Kevin from Home Alone, just by yourself.
And I didn't even know what city or state I was in at that point in time. I'd have just been somewhere, dude.
So we get there. We get to the Tropicana, right? The whole thing was we were staying at the Tropicana. Well, we didn't. We tried to go in and get our tickets. They didn't have any rooms for us. They had us in the crappiest hotel behind the Tropicana.
Dude, was this the same trip? I remember this story too.
Yeah, because you were there. So before that, we're making our trip from the train to the Tropicana, and Tony is lagging behind.
I don't know why I was mesmerized by this group of pigeons. We were walking to the hotel from the train ride with all of our luggage because, car services, whatever. You were definitely treated like an amateur. Kickboxing, there was no money in kickboxing.
No, there wasn't.
So planes and cars and services, that didn't happen.
No.
So we're walking with our luggage from the train station to the Tropicana, which we thought we were staying in. And we were waiting to cross the street, and there was this massive group of pigeons. This was the first time I'd been in like a big city like ever. Massive group of pigeons that was like right near us. And I was like, wow. They are so close to us. I could touch them.
This is literally the story of Home Alone 2 and the pigeon.
And I like reach over, and I'm about to go touch these pigeons because they're just gonna let me. They're right here. So I'm like looking at them, mesmerized. The next thing I know, nobody's around me again.
We just kept walking.
They just walked across
Nobody
the
cared
street,
about Tony this trip.
And I'm stuck there with these pigeons and a homeless lady who had the look of Satan in her eyes. Reaching to try and like take my stuff, like literally reaching at me. I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I know this person? Is she supposed to be helping me? Person? Like, I'm so confused right now. And then all my parents, they start screaming from across the street, like, Tony, like yelling to try to like let this lady know we're with him. Don't mess with him. And then finally the light turns red and I get to cross the street again. So I almost got napped.
You almost got your stuff jacked.
I almost got napped up.
Man, it was great. So we get to the Tropicana. They didn't have any rooms for us. We weren't staying there like we were told. We were staying in the crappiest hotel ever behind the Tropicana. Yeah. And I remember we get in our rooms, immediately smelled like pee and dog and cigarettes.
We stayed at an Econo Lodge.
Oh, it was the worst.
I've never stayed at an Econo Lodge because of this reason again.
I took my flip-flops off and walked around for like 2 minutes on the carpet. And I remember getting on the bed and my mom's like, Steven, don't move. She takes a picture. Polaroid.
Yeah, it had to be.
Polaroid.
Like, let me fan this out real quick so it develops.
It was back in the day. And my feet were black. It was disgusting, man. It was disgusting. And then we had to get medicals. I had to ride in the same van as my opponent. It was just me and my dad, Eli Thompson and his dad. It was like the battle of the karate guys and the karate dads that have like fought back in the day. We're just sitting there just not saying anything to it. It was the most awkward trip ever. Anyway, I ended up knocking him out or TKO'ing him.
TKO'ing him. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. He hit you with a clean right hand though.
Stop it. You always bring that up. It didn't hurt.
I know it didn't hurt. It didn't rock you or nothing. But
anytime somebody hits me, barely hits me, Tony's got to be
No, it snapped his head back. No, barely about it. He hit you with a clean right. Yeah, and you just kept going. But another thing I remember from that trip was you had to like cut a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
And I remember we had an eat-in or you were trying to weigh in or something. And
we had this box of...
We had a box of just treats, because we were
Nutter
on
Butters.
Amazing treats. We grew up on Nutter Butters. That was like my go-to breakfast every day was Nutter Butter. I'm sick of Nutter Butters now. But so Dad had to go see what the deal was, I guess, with the hotel room or the fights or whatever. But I remember him specifically saying, like, listen, don't you eat any of these Nutter Butters.
I cut weight.
Any of them. Now, to be fair, Steven was starving, and they left a box of Nutter Butters in the room with him. Right? You can't be like too mad at him about it. And 3 steps out the door, my dad has taken, and Steven's already eaten some Nutter Butters.
Yeah,
he gets caught red-handed.
Dad comes back in. Steven! He was low-key really mad at first, and then I was like this, like halfway through it. Like pause, and we just both started laughing. But yeah, it was fun. That was fun. It was a fun experience. The old Tropicana experience that we never stayed in.
That was crazy. So anyways, back to Adesanya versus Vettori.
That's literally what it was like talking to Rogan. I never got to my point. We always got ventured out onto other
tangents. That's the beauty of the podcast, the podcast. Yeah. You just take it wherever it flows. So what I was getting to is that Adesanya has grown tremendously since that time. Vettori has grown tremendously since that time. Who do you think takes the rematch? Quick, just
Adesanya.
Guess. Yeah.
I think his leaps and bounds are a lot greater than Vettori. Yeah, Vettori looks good, blah blah blah, but he's kind of the same guy, kind of the same fighter. And you look at Izzy from when he first came in, like he's a different animal.
He's dynamic. He brings a sense of dynamicity to it.
Is that a word?
No idea.
I think I ask you that every podcast. You say something crazy.
That's my goal is to come up with a new
How did you come up with say that again? Dynamicity.
Dynamicity.
Dynamicity. Yeah.
He brings a sense of dynamics to the fight where Vettori, he's kind of generic, but he's a stud.
Yeah, I mean he's tough. Obviously,
he's tough. He's got good hands, good speed, good wrestling. Like he's got all. But
right off the bat,
Adesanya's got like he's good in the unique areas. Good timing, good distance management, explosive when he needs to be.
Right.
So he's not a high volume guy. He's a pick his shots kind of guy. So.
But I do wonder if Vettori's. I mean, he can do both. I wonder if he's going to mix it up and try and take Adesanya down after watching his last fight.
I think that's everybody's new mindset. Ooh, Adesanya can be. But you got to remember, it was Jan Blachowicz who took him down.
Yeah, he's strong, dude.
He's strong, dude.
Polish power.
Yeah, people have tried to take Adesanya down at 185, and they couldn't get it
Fail.
done. Yeah, everybody has tried to. So can Vettori get it done? I don't know. Can he stay in his face and just pressure him?
That's dangerous.
Try to get the victory that way?
Really dangerous.
I don't know, but obviously my early leaning is Adesanya as well in that fight.
What else we got, dude?
Rory McDonald got a W this weekend.
Yeah,
back in the win
Rory.
column, choked out Curtis Millender at PFL debut, but he looked good. He got a little trickery into getting his submission.
Yeah,
he did. He was having a hard time getting the rear naked choke, and then he let go of one of his hooks to start heel kicking Curtis.
I got the hiccups right now.
I know, dude. Come
Sorry.
on. Hold your breath. I gotta scare you. And you're good.
I was waiting for you to scare me.
Oh, sorry, man.
Sorry.
So anyways, Millender thought he could get up, so when he went to explode out to get up, he left his neck exposed and boop, sunk it in there.
Gotcha.
Got the W. So Rory's back in he got a YouTube channel. We got to collab with him.
Dude, we got to.
He's down in Florida now, I think.
We can't now because I think he's out there in the same gym as Burns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want any animosity going there.
Yeah.
Those guys. So we'll wait till after.
We'll get him.
We'll get him. We'll get with him. Be fun.
So that was cool to see that. But then, the finale of the show, I guess we can talk about, is Jones and Ngannou beef happening. They're going heavy at each other on Twitter right now.
That's new for Ngannou. You don't ever see him talking any trash to anybody.
Trying to get that fight.
Trying to get
Johnny Jones to take the money.
What is the money? Do we know what it is?
I have no idea. Obviously not enough for him to take
50
the
mil. 50 mil. UFC could do that.
But obviously Jones isn't scared to fight Ngannou.
No,
obviously. He just wants to get Pizzade.
Pizzade.
I want to get Pizzade too if I was
fighting him. Right. You better give me 100 mil if I'm my own.
That's why you ain't never going to fight him.
And the fact that I could possibly win.
Yeah.
What if they, sidekick to the knee. Take him out. Take him limb by limb.
If you sidekicked him in his knee, your knee would blow up.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that is his. That's the only thing I see John Jones how he could be possibly win. Catch him walking in, sidekicking, and just tearing his ACL.
Just keeping the knee probes happening.
Yeah, he's got a foot this big
at his range.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this guy's gonna hit it.
just picking him apart for 5-minute rounds.
Ngannou. I think Ngannou finishes him, dude.
Really?
I don't know.
You gotta think too. This
I
layoff.
know.
What?
I know. I mean, John Jones is really crafty and he's really intelligent. He's obviously
He always
very
finds
confident.
a way to pull it out.
He does.
Yeah,
With his
confident.
tricky elbows and I don't think he's strong enough. He's not used to carrying that kind of weight. I think he tires out. In his last few fights, he's not looking as good. Yeah,
Maybe he hasn't looked as motivated, but he cleared out the division. At that point in time, it was like his 47th title defense. But now he's got this new blood in Ngannou at a new weight where he's not going to have to cut any weight. He's actually getting stronger. He's posting videos of him running on these treadmills like super fast and doing these things. Maybe he's just trying to buy time to finish the process of weight gain.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he's like,
you don't want to gain too much weight. I mean,
too fast.
Too fast. You saw Luke Rockhold do that when he tried to fight Blachowicz. Like, he was huge.
Yeah, he was
and
jacked.
Blachowicz, you could tell he was like jacked. It was like just new muscle. And you look at Blachowicz, like this natural muscle. He still looked huge and just finished him. And he got tired. He got so tired. You're not used to carrying that weight around.
Well, I remember my 5th year of football. I had played my whole career at 275. I played D-line, and we did a lot of blitzing, a lot of stunts, so I had to be a little bit quicker than your typical D-lineman who, walks around 290, 300 pounds, just plugging gaps and stuff like that. And I remember we got a new defensive coordinator, and he was like, I need you to be about 295, 300 pounds because you're gonna start plugging gaps, and basically you hold up the line so that our linebackers can make the plays. So I did, and in 3 months I gained 30 pounds, and I was miserable. Shin splints, fat splints, sweating for no reason.
Fat splints.
Just,
Yeah, I
really
remember just
rough.
walking in the mall with you, and you just immediately started sweating.
I had to carry around like extra paper towels just to wipe the sweat off if I walked from point A to point B.
And what was that shake you made like in the morning? It was like 12,000 calories.
Dude, I had a 1,300 calorie shake. It was just pure. I did it in a shaker
just
bottle.
Pure lard.
He's
just grinding.
So it was
up.
like 4 scoops of this protein or whatever the heck it was, and only like 4 ounces of water could make it in there. So I'm basically eating this eating this drink.
I remember you had to come home and do
was
sprints,
rough.
and you dreaded it.
I hated
every
it.
time.
My cardio was nothing. I've always struggled with cardio, but at that weight, it was 0.
You struggle with it because you don't do cardio at all. That's why you struggle with it.
Because I struggle with it. It's
No,
a vicious
everybody
circle.
struggles
You struggle
with
with it
until
so
you
don't
get it.
want to struggle enough to get it better, and then you just always struggle with it. Sensei Seth, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh man, you crack me up.
That's
but
rough,
there you go,
man.
man. You got some good fights coming up, man. You got some
do.
really good fights coming. I'm excited. The fact that I'm not going to watch them and that you are.
I know. Who's coming up this weekend? Oh, it was supposed to be, I think, Cowboy and
That's
Diego
right.
Sanchez
And Diego got
released.
cut. What y'all think
Lot
about
of
that,
stuff
guys? Let me
coming
know in the
out.
comments down below what y'all think about that.
Lot
I think
of
it's
interesting stuff coming
I
out about that. Just a lot of unique. That's how I'm going to say it. A lot of interesting, a lot of
I think
weird
it's time,
things happening.
though. I really think it's time for him to do it because when he turns 50, he's just not going to be able to pull two words together.
Oh, yeah. He's 17 years at the UFC. So 17-year career. But, I mean, you're coming up on 10 years, so it's not hard to do if you're fighting once, twice a year.
Yeah, but the way he fights.
Yeah.
It's the way he fights. He's been in some brutal fights.
The majority of his fights have been brutal.
Yeah. He started out in the
He won the first
Tough.
season
He
of
won
Tough.
it?
Yeah,
He
he
won
was.
it.
He was the Tough season 1 winner,
Wow.
or a Tough. I think they had multiple weight classes at that point in time.
Yeah, I think
he
so.
was one of them.
Oh, that's nuts. But yeah, so that was supposed to be it. I know Kevin Holland wanted to go and fight Cerrone. And Cerrone was like, nah.
Yeah, that'd be
Nah,
crazy,
dude.
bro.
That would have been a great fight, though. I think it would have been a fun fight.
Kevin and Cowboy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun fight. But there you have it, guys. Sweet Tea, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, my
Always
friend.
a pleasure, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Remember, do you remember?
Is that Earth, Wind, and Fire you're singing?
I think
or
so.
are you singing
I
another
think
one?
I was just like I started like I knew the song, but I just remember that part. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But anyway, hit that subscribe button, guys. Love you guys. Sweet tea, high five me up, bro. Let's go get some grub. Oof.
Peace.